This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium training session. This Infinium training session is entitled Continue to Build Upon That Strong Foundation. Now, my MGTOW brothers, I'm sure you're aware of the events of the 6th of January of this year, where supposedly the storming of the Capitol took place, where mostly white men stormed the Capitol, invaded the Capitol building, caused the counting of the votes, the electoral votes, to be halted, caused a lot of chaos, trashed many areas of the Capitol, this and that, whatever. Now, my brothers, if you look at things, this more and more looks like a false flag operation, which, like 9/11, had multi-pronged goals. And with 9/11, of course, you have now Homeland Security. You are scanned at airports if you fly, all types of things. For instance, you have now driver's license, which have to be real ID. All those types of things resulted as a result of 9/11. But getting back to the 6th of January of this year, I would like to address one prong of this multi-prong operation, which affects us all as MGTOW men. And that prong is to create racial division among men. This is why, my brothers, it is vitally important that we as MGTOWs, no matter what race we are, begin to draw ranks, because the attack is not just against white men, it is against all men. Now, my brothers, throughout 2020, there has been an effort by the feminist plantation state to attribute the genesis of the MGTOW philosophy to white nationalism, something we MGTOWs know is baseless, and as Kevin Samuels would put it, is BS. What happened on the 6th will become more ammo for those who want to attribute the MGTOW philosophy to white nationalism. It will be a thing of, look at what those white men did. But my brothers, I will ask you a question. In a world where there is a camera almost everywhere connected to the internet, isn't it quite stupid for a man to show his face while he is sitting in the office of Nancy Pelosi? Just saying, my brothers. Additionally, now black politicians are speaking out against the supposed hypocrisy of the Capitol Police, because it has been said that if it was men of color who stormed the Capitol, they would have been mowed down. It would have been a bloody massacre, so to speak. And there's questions now about why these men were allowed almost without resistance from the Capitol Police to take control of the Capitol building like that. Why the National Guard was not called in immediately. Why things weren't done to stop this heinous overtaking of the Capitol, where the supposed democratic process was almost overthrown in a quote-unquote coup type event. There's a lot of questions surrounding these things. There's all these issues popping up now. And I would say, just looking at the prong that affects us, the important thing is that this event is going to cause the feminist plantation state, to use this as ammo to try to undermine the MGTOW philosophy and what it stands for. And we all know as MGTOWs that the MGTOW philosophy is one of peace. It is not one of racial division. It is more so of any man of any color, any race, putting himself forward, putting himself first, and walking towards his freedom. The philosophy speaks that any man of any color, of any race, has the right to be free from feminism. That's what the MGTOW philosophy is about. It is not about the white nationalism, which many feminists have now come out and said that this is the genesis of the MGTOW philosophy. Again, the MGTOW philosophy is one of peace and freedom. And it says to all men of any color that they can be free. And it is their right to be free. Now, my MGTOW brothers, again, the goal of this, again, is to cause strife and division upon our ranks. It is designed to tear us apart. It's designed to cause finger pointing and strife, division, and question whether our black brothers, our black MGTOW brothers, versus our white MGTOW brothers or Indian MGTOW brothers, whoever the race, whether they truly have our backs. But I will remind you, my MGTOW brothers, that we as MGTOW men are under attack. We are all under attack from every level and every aspect. I'll give you an example. Last night I happened to turn on Daystar and try to tolerate the mindless, quote unquote, Christian drivel that they spew out. And they had an author on there who had written a book about it's necessary to say more than I'm sorry. And when the segment started, he immediately started out with men don't say that they're sorry because of the indoctrination of their fathers. And at that point, I turned off the TV because I knew it was heading, because it was the notion being pushed forward that is men who are at fault. And I'll give you another example that goes on in terms of the TV, in terms of what is being aired. If you take a look at all the commercials where you see fathers involved, it is always fathers with young girls, but they are rarely fathers with young boys. What is that saying to you, my brothers? It is saying that, again, the future is female, and that the future role of fathers is to raise young girls into women who will be feminists, but not raise men, young boys, to be men and to create a better society. That's what it's saying. That is a subtle note that is going forward over the air, over the airways, I should say. So my MGTOW brothers, again, there are many layers to this attack which is coming upon us. And that's why you have to use your critical mind to think and to analyze what is going on and to not let it affect you, first of all, upon your walk along the MGTOW road and affect your relationship with your fellow MGTOW brother. This is a time, my MGTOW brothers, where we as men must build upon a solid foundation that the MGTOW philosophy affords us. And above all, my MGTOW brothers, keep yourself in the first position and do everything that you can to enhance yourselves in this time. As I said in my beginning of the year message, my greeting, that we have to do everything that we can to enhance ourselves, to build upon the talents, the abilities that we have as individual men and corporately, and begin to do what we need to do. And that needs to be done upon the foundation, the solid foundation that the MGTOW philosophy affords us. As well, we as MGTOW men must hold the line, and again, we must draw ranks no matter what race we are, my brothers. Remember, the war against men is not just white men, it is all men. Again, do not let the events of the 6th of January distract you, but rather let it become a tool to strengthen your resolve to travel towards your freedom along the MGTOW road. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium training session. My MGTOW brothers, now more than ever, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW road, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.